Hello guys and welcome to the CT State Norwalk Spotlight. This is your host Azary Lopez. Today we have a very special guest. She is visiting us from the food pantry on campus, Courtney Enstead. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm happy to have you here.
I'm thrilled to be here.
Oh, Courtney, can you please, can you start telling us about your role in the pantry?
Sure. So what I do in the pantry is just make sure of all the daily operations it going smoothly. So our pantry opened in 2015. We started on the West Campus, but we moved over to the East Campus around 2021. So I do everything from hiring student workers, managing volunteers, inventory, and everything in between. So there's a lot to go into running a food pantry on campus.
Wow, perfect. We had the opportunity to visit the pantry on campus and prepare a short video for you to give you a better look, so let's watch it. We had the opportunity to visit the pantry located on the second floor of the East Campus. As you can see, the pantry is well organized and welcoming. They offer a variety of products including shelf-stable food items, refrigerated food items, quick grab-and-go snacks, fresh vegetables, frozen food items, and personal care items. The pantry is open to all students in need. The only requirement is to scan your student ID. In our visit, we noticed how kind and cordial the staff was. It's comforting to know that support is available right on campus. If you're a student, don't hesitate to visit the pantry. Let's support each other and make the most of our college experience. That was a really good experience. Everything was organized, clean, and the staff was really nice. They were really kind, Courtney. I know you were talking about how it all started. Can you give me more details about it and what's the mission?
Mm-hmm. Sure. So as I mentioned, the pantry started in 2015. Out of all the 12 community colleges, we were one of the very first to open, so I'm very proud about that. We opened in a small office area on the west side, West Campus, and right after the pandemic in 2021, it was really, really noticeable how many students were dealing with food insecurity. So we were given a bigger space on the East Campus. And really what our mission is to help alleviate hunger for any student who is enrolled so they can focus on their schoolwork and earn their degree. So when students are hungry in class, they're less likely to be able to pay attention. So we're thinking if we could give them food, meals to bring home to their home for themselves and their families, they're more likely to stay in school and graduate.
Wow, that's a really good lever. Where do you get all this food from? Those are donations?
So we used to be completely donation based when we started, which was very, very challenging. But like I said about the pandemic opened a lot of doors, unfortunately. It really highlighted that hunger and food insecurity was a really big issue on campuses, on college campuses. So a lot of resources opened up to us. So we get our food from several different places. So we still do get donations. So people will call us and say, hey, we have a donation, or they want to donate a gift card, and they'll donate to us. We also work very closely with the Norwalk Symphony, and when they have a concert, they ask their concert goers to bring a can of food or a box of pasta, and so we get a large donation from them. Every so often, we had a great partnership with Pepperidge Farms in Norwalk before they closed down, but our majority of our food comes from Connecticut Food Share. So every Monday, we get a very, very large donation. So a student might come on Monday and see that our gate is closed only because we're putting away 4,000 pounds of food. And if you think about that, that is like 100 boxes of food. It's crazy amount of food that we bring in every Monday. And that's everything from produce, meat, non-perishable items, and kind of personal care items. They give us everything. So that's every Monday. And then every Friday we get we get a delivery of food from a farm collective. So we get meat, produce, we get eggs, beans, yogurts, a whole bunch of different things that are locally sourced from farms, organic, grass-fed, protein, and so we really have high-quality stuff coming in on the food pantry on every Friday. So sometimes people come in and it might seem like it's a little bare, but we promise a donation or a delivery is coming very soon to fix that.
Yes. So now it's really nice to know that you have a lot of resources. Now that you're talking about when you receive the delivery, which are the best hours that students can go?
Yep. So we're open every single day. So we have hours that are posted outside of the pantry so students know when we're open. But we're typically open from 10 o'clock to around 5 o'clock. There might be a couple of, so 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock Monday through Thursday. There might be a couple of hours on a random day that we might have to close, and that's because we might have a staff in there at that point, or we might be closed because we have a very large delivery. On Fridays, we're typically open from about 10 to 2. But the hours are posted outside. If we do have to close for some reason that we know we're going to be closed, we usually put it through our social media so people are aware of it ahead of time. So we might do like a deep clean, or again, we might have a very large delivery. We also might be like moving things around or reorganizing. So sometimes we do close down for some like maintenance, but we try to make sure that we communicate that in advance so people know and are aware of those closures.
And then regular hours are?
Regular hours, so typically Monday through Thursday about 10 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and Fridays from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then who can access and who can get food?
So any enrolled student. When a student comes in, we want it to be an environment where people feel very comfortable. So we don't ask anybody for anything. You don't have to prove any need. You don't have to explain your story. You don't have to divulge, like your personal information. You don't have to, give any tax information, nothing. You just come, you just have to be enrolled. And when you leave, after you've chosen your items, we ask that you swipe out using your banner number. And again, that's not to access any personal information. It's just to kind of know how many students are coming in and using the pantry on a regular basis so we know how much food and inventory we need to meet the students' needs.
Oh,
yep.
Wow, that's amazing. And then is there any limit?
Yes, so they're posted around the pantry. So students can so we have different ways students can use the pantry. So first of all, we have grab and go items. So those are items like snack type items, but they are, like tuna kits or soup, pretzels, yogurts, fruit cups, things like that, beef jerky, and it's a random snacky type of item. So students can come in every single day and grab 2 items in between class. So before they might use a vending machine, they could come in to take from us for free. For the other items, there's lists in the pantry. So you can take like 2 meat items a week, 2 dairy items a week, 10 non-perishable items a week. So you come in every day to get the snack items, and you come every week to get the grocery items to take home for yourself and your family.
Wow, so it's perfect. You can go every day.
You could go every day.
Get something every day. That's so nice. Have you seen any impact?
Sure.
The pantries.
I mean, we were serving, dozens of people years ago, and now we serve thousands of students. So we just in October we had over 1,400 visits alone within the month. So we're seeing a lot of students. And we're seeing, so that breaks down to about like almost 500 students that are visiting multiple times. Yeah. So we're seeing a lot of students coming in, and they're coming in multiple times. And again, that could be for grocery items, and that could be for like non-perishable, grab and go snack items.
Snacks. Yeah, wow.
So we see a big increase of our usage, increase.
Yes, yes. And then is there any way that we as students, community on campus can help?
Sure. So if anybody is involved in a club on campus and they wanted to do like a food drive for us, that is really great. They can do that and donate food. Or if anybody individually wanted to, volunteer a couple hours to build their resume, you're welcome to contact me. I would be happy to set you up with a couple hours in the pantry, so then you can add that to your resume as doing some volunteer work.
Wow. And then is there any particular story that you have about anyone or any group that you've seen
About the pantry?
helping? Yeah, that you've helped?
Well, what I have to say, I'm very proud of the food pantry. Again, we started out very, very small, and we've kind of grown and evolved as times and the students' needs have changed. So like the pandemic, it looked very different than it does right now. We were doing pre-packaged bags because, we weren't on campus, we were all remote. So students were coming and picking bags of food up. Now students are back to a self-selecting type of process. And so I'm really proud about the evolution of it. And also just a side note, not only do we do everyday type of things, and we're open pretty much all year, even during breaks, summers, we're open. We do, which is one of my favorite things, is that we do give out holiday bags for Thanksgiving and then the December holidays. So students can come and get additional stuff to celebrate holidays. And one other thing that I'm really super proud of is that we're really very cognizant of dietary needs and other type of, allergies or religious, affiliations and foods that go along with certain holidays, and we'll have those type of things in the pantry. So we're trying to be inclusive to all.
Yeah, it's trying to give them options.
Mm-hmm.
For
A
everybody.
lot of options. Yep.
That's
Yep.
nice. And then, is there any future goal or projects that you have?
So many.
You're excited about?
So many. So right now we're looking into, which is very expensive, and we're piecing together the funding for it, but we are hoping to get some type of locker system, like an Amazon locker, but for our food, which we're working with a company, and some of the bays can be refrigerated or freezer bays. So if a student can't access the food pantry during our open hours, we'll have some type of ordering system, and we could put it into one of the lockers, and they could come at their, in the evening or on the weekend and pick their food up. So I'm very, very excited about that. It's just a very slow process to get there. And then also we're looking about using hydroponic farming. So using this system that you can grow produce inside using this technology that's use lights and no soil, and it's really, really cool. And so we're looking into doing that also next semester. So we have a lot of fun organic accessibility projects coming up, which is really fun.
Did you say next semester? That's very exciting.
Very next semester.
Yes.
Because this semester is almost over. I mean,
But
it's crazy.
very soon. It's very soon.
Very soon.
I think you're doing a great labor.
Thank you.
I think I was there, and it was a really, really good experience.
great.
It
Thank
was my
you.
first time there, but I felt
Yep.
how many people is being helped with this.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yes.
And you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you so much. This was a really good experience. Thank you for your
Thank
time. I
you.
really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
If anyone wants to contact you, donate,
Yep.
everything?
I am located, my main office is in West 118, which is in the Career Center. But a lot of the times I am wandering around, so you will see me all over campus. So you can also ask any of the workers in the pantry if they want to get in touch with me, and they'll give you my contact information. But my office is in West 118. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that's all the time that we have today. Thank you for joining us again, Courtney. Feel free to visit the pantry on campus and reach out to their kind staff. Thank you for watching.